Crypto Kids, welcome to the fake pump. Well, it's fake to a certain extent. On the Moon Show just about an hour ago, we spoke about this inverse head and shoulder. We mentioned the 4-hourly time frame bullish divergence, and my conclusion is still the same. I think Bitcoin is going to reach the levels that I have positions to go ahead and short Bitcoin with. If you want to short Bitcoin, I'll explain all the reasons why I'm going to be doing so, but at a later price. You can go to the first link in the description of today's video and sign up 2 weeks with the first link down below. If you use this link to sign up, you will get $10 to $100 for free when you sign up. Bind your phone number and email address to your account, so make sure to do that. Bitcoin is seeing a little bit of a small pump, but I ultimately don't think this is going to be a sustainable pump in the intermediate term. The reason is, okay, it lies in the daily time frame. We had a death cross. The death cross is built up of the 50 and 200 simple moving averages. When you see the 50 and 200 simple moving average, Bitcoin marks a low. It marks a local low. It has happened multiple times in this cycle. It has happened multiple times in prior cycles. The only point of which death crosses don't mark a local low is when you are transitioning from a bull market into a bear market. But what Bitcoin always does, in every cycle, you come back and you retest the 200 simple moving average, which is the turquoise line in the charts, right? Look, you had the bearish death cross. This was the transitory phase. Bitcoin went and retested the 200 daily moving average before eventually dropping more. This was the COVID crash, so it's not something that I particularly like to look at so much. That wasn't the transitory phase. The transitory phase was right here. You tested the 200 simple moving average, and then you see a drop on Bitcoin to the downside. Same story in prior cycles too. So when we look at the price action, I think that ultimately Bitcoin is going to be able to make it back to the 200 moving average before seeing a move to the downside to the low 70s and upper $60,000 region. The time it will take for Bitcoin to get to the 200 daily moving average can vary. In different cycles, it takes between 40 to 70 days. So over the next month and a half, I would say Bitcoin will likely make it back into the 110s, the 108s. Right now, on weeks, I have short positions placed between 99, 101, and 102, but I may add another one at 107, 109, depending on where the 200 moving average exactly is going to be lying at in the next 1 month and a half. But so far, I think this pump is going to be a short-term pump. It's going to be a relief rally, but it's not going to be a sustainable pump. We streamed the CME gap being closed last night at about 1 a.m. We closed the CME gap. So from this point, to get a little bit of a bounce is completely normal. We also highlighted that the CME gap coincided very nicely with the golden pocket here on the Fibonacci retracement. Fibonacci was very important. Look, you broke below the support. Bitcoin capitulated. You came up, you retested this resistance at 0.382. You capitulated. It held very well as the neckline of the double top. So Fibonacci on the daily time frame was respected very nicely, and the golden pocket is the most important Fibonacci retracement out of all the retracements. So a short-term bounce, in my opinion, is quite understandable. It's just I'm going to be taking advantage of this bounce by going short at higher price levels. And that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to cover with you on this very short update video on Bitcoin. Ethereum is also getting a little bit of a bounce. There should be a divergence. Let me double check on higher time frames. There is most definitely a divergence at the moment on the price of Ethereum. I think Ethereum is also going to see a little bit of a bounce, maybe into the 3.4s, even as likely. In the short term, I think 3.3 is an optimistic target, and I will be evaluating short positions for Ethereum too, but not yet. Stay up to date with this channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you destroy the like button, and we'll talk more about Ethereum in tomorrow's video. And if you want to try out trading bots for a change, then you can also check out Pinex to test out their trading bots with the second link in the description as well. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all on the next video very soon. Bye-bye, guys.